So yeah, but before you came to Thailand for medical, did you come here as a tourist or?
Right, yes. No, well, I came, as I said, I was sailing around the world
Uh-huh.
and I sailed directly from Sydney up to through Indonesia and Singapore and Malaysia and then up to Phuket, where I settled in Phuket. I had a lot of work done on my boat there. I ended up buying a home there. It's beautiful, right near the water, and so that's what's started me falling in love with Thailand. And so what I've been doing over all the years that I've been travelling is basically spending 6 months on my boat and 6 months in Phuket,
Nice.
just relaxing because I live for the summer. So yeah, I had a good feeling about the people of Phuket, the culture, the food, naturally, and yeah, it's great to be able to come over here and as well get all the medical work done that I need.
You talked about the quality of hospitals here, staph infections and such. Could you say anything about that? The quality of the hospital here, the healthcare, the kind of the cleanliness.
Yeah, look, it's been fabulous for me. Um, there's a regimen they have of, and I know most hospitals do it because I also had another major heart operation and aortic valve replacement. And I had that done in the Prince Alfred in Sydney because the best surgeon in the world is working out of there. So I was very fortunate to be able to have it done there. The regimen they have here is of cleanliness, cleaning the hands every time. The doctors also always give you a thorough debrief before you actually go into an operation, which to me is fabulous. I can easily understand them. They all speak English and good English, and there's no problems in any sort of question that I want to ask. I get a good answer from the anaesthetist, right up to the surgeon performing the operation.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the nurses will also give me a hand. They're just here, they dote on you, and it's a fabulous feeling. So, yeah, it really is good. And of course, the rooms, this is a standard room. In Australia, this would be, a very much a private room, of which, it'll be in the really upper echelon of hospitals. So, yeah.
Got a lovely garden out there.
I love the garden. I love everything about it,
Yeah.
So, and the people back home still can't believe it. They always ask the question, "Oh, you're having your operation in Thailand, how do you feel about that?" And I said, "Well, why wouldn't I feel? Their doctors are all trained. They're all, and a lot of them are trained in the US and or Europe, so they're all very, very well trained, and even their own training here is second to none.
Yeah.
So I've got every confidence in the world. So, yeah, why wouldn't I have it done here? Yes, it is a lot cheaper than Sydney hospitals or Australian hospitals. There's no doubt about that. But that is really secondary to having the best surgeons and the best hospitals where I feel comfortable.
Okay, so let's talk about your procedure, your surgery that you had done. Were you in pain before? Was there a lot of pain?
Yeah, quite a bit, because with a hip, you don't realise it. I've gone through, I used to ride motocross, so I used to be breaking things. I've broken wrists, broken my patella, my ankle, things like this. But nothing would begin to come close to having a hip go on you.
Mm-hmm.
And that pain, especially when I'm on my boat, and the movement of a boat accentuates anything, and it really got to the stage where I felt that, something really drastically has to be done quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I couldn't wait 12 months. It would totally ruin my lifestyle, and secondly, I just couldn't bear it any longer. So yes, I was in quite a bit of pain then. Now in the 4 days, it's just a complete change, and I think, again, I spoke to a lot of friends back in Australia about having a hip replacement. They all said, get it done as soon as possible, don't wait.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been a fabulous experience thus far.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So kind of in technical terms, what have you actually had done? You've had a hip replacement, which is it silicone? What have you had put in?
Yeah. Again, I did a lot of research on that,
Uh-huh.
and they used to use metal. It started off being stainless steel, titanium, and that started to get a not a really good name. And then they've moved on to using a ceramic based product, and that's a socket with what I'll call the stem. I'm probably using the wrong medical terms, but the stem which gets inserted back into the bone, the femur, and they also use, there is a very high density polyethylene that is one of the very latest materials to be used. And from again researching, I found out that the best for me, that suited me, would have been the combination of ceramic and polyethylene. And so I have a ceramic type ball rotating in a polyethylene hub, and again, that seems to be the way to go. Or you could have all ceramic.
Yeah.
The beauty is that I wrote to the surgeons here and asked them about what their recommendation was. That I firstly told them I really wanted to have a combination of ceramic and polyethylene, and they came back to me and said, well, in fact, that's what we would recommend. That's primarily what we use right throughout Thailand. There is the one brand called Zimmer, and that's used right throughout Thailand, and in fact throughout the world a lot. And it's made in the USA, but again, more importantly, both surgeons felt that this is what they would want to use. So it was a combination of the both.
Yeah. Okay.
You can use the ceramic on ceramic, but that's more expensive. And yeah, for all the research, etc., the best one for me would have been a combination of both of those.
Not sure if we're talking about hip implants or F1 changes.
Yeah, yeah.